Hey, so today is my glucose test. I also am doing a 27-week appointment while I'm here because why not kill two birds with one stone? But I think they usually schedule it that way. So the way my doctor does the glucose test, and apparently each office is different, you get the drink when you walk in, then you sit there for an hour, and then they draw your blood. And so they're just checking that. Basically the test is to make sure you don't have gestational diabetes. And yeah, so because I'm sitting there, I did bring a book with me. I brought my computer with me. I brought stuff to write out some workouts from some clients that I have. And then later tonight, I actually am teaching at the hospital. So it's a crazy busy day, but hopefully everything goes well. And so the drink is basically, it's like this big, and it's a very, very concentrated sugary drink. And so I have not had a ton of sugar today because if you know me at all, or if you've been following me, that I failed the 1 hour test when I had Abby. And so I went in, they didn't say to like fast. They're like, oh, just eat normal and whatever. So I had this huge meal and it didn't go well. I ended up failing. And so then I had to go back for my 3 hours. So I don't really want to risk doing that this time. So my appointment's at 2:45 in the afternoon. So obviously I'm not fasting all day because I would die. But I had more things like with fewer carbs in them pretty much. And so, yeah, we'll see how it goes this time. Hopefully I pass on the first try this time and don't have to go back for the 3 hour, and hopefully I don't have gestational diabetes at all. That would be excellent. So I have the glucose test today, and then after the test, I have my 27-week appointment. Should be just normal, where they check blood pressure, check the heartbeat of the baby, check the fundal height, which goes from the pubic bone all the way up to the top of the uterus, and then they'll check my weight too. And I think I'll pee in a cup, which I just peed at home, so hopefully I can drink enough to be able to go, but I can pretty much, when I'm pregnant, go peeing on demand, so it's really not a huge deal. But I did bring a water bottle with me anyway because I've been so thirsty and just want to make sure I'm keeping my uptake on my water. So, yeah, I'll let you know how everything goes. Wish me luck. So with this glucose test, one thing I totally forgot about is how much your baby reacts to sugars and things like that. And so they usually become quite active if you have like a sugary drink. So if you feel like you haven't had your baby kick in a while, you want to make sure you're hydrated and everything, but they say to have a sugary drink, such as like a soda or something. But having this really concentrated sugary drink, he is kicking me like crazy. So like right here, he's just been going absolutely nuts, and it's really funny. So I totally forgotten about that, and it's kind of fun. So I just wanted to share that real quick. Okay, I'm back at my appointment now. So the glucose test is done. Feeling fine. The drink itself, it is super sugary, which is the point. I had about half of it, and then I was sipping it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad. It's like Gatorade. I had the orange flavor. And so it was like Gatorade, but then after you swallowed it, you were just left with this taste in your mouth. And if you have something super sugary, it just leaves this lingering taste. And so that was happening. And it wasn't super cold either. So I think if it had been colder, it might have helped. And I think I remember that from last time, but having super cold drinks gives me heartburn. So I was happy that it wasn't super cold, but I think it would have tasted better if it was. I don't know. So yeah, about that. Sorry, I still have a bit of a nasal thing going on. So yeah, so the second half, I just kind of chugged it. I was just like, all right, I'm done with this flavor. Chugged it and was done. So then they said, okay, it's whatever time, you have to be back in 1 hour. And so then I also was having my 27-week appointment. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect. They'll take me in, do my whole 27-week appointment while I'm sitting here waiting anyway. I did bring stuff to do, but that's fine. I'd rather get the whole appointment over with. So I went back to the little waiting room. She called me back. She had me go pee in a cup, which I remember how I was like, oh no, I just peed before I came here. Yeah, well, when you drink that entire thing quickly, it went right through me. And so I had more than enough. I had filled a cup and then had to pour some out. It was so much, which you don't need to know. But anyway, when you're pregnant, you pee a ton. And so I definitely had enough urine. And then they took my blood pressure, which she said was good, good numbers. Took my weight, which I guess was also good. There was no comment on it. And what else? Yeah, so then I went back to the room. So they do that like a nurse's station. They take your vitals and do all that. Then you go over to a room where you wait for the doctor. So wait for the doctor, and that's actually where I videoed where a baby was kicking, and that was super fun. And then I went and waited more, and I look at my watch and I was like, we're at an hour. How strict is this hour time frame? Because if they want it like right at the hour mark, I'm already there and a few minutes past. So I caught the nurse in the hallway, the one who had taken my vitals, and she was just like, oh, are you nearing your hour? And I was like, yeah, it actually passed already. I was like, do you want me to just go get my blood drawn quick, or is the doctor coming? She was like, well, the doctor's coming. You're next. Just wait. So then another 5, almost 10 minutes passed by. And I was just like, oh, we're getting late. Like, I don't know how strict it is. Like, I don't know anything about it. So then I popped my head out again, and she was like, oh, is the doctor not come in? And I was just like, no. And she's like, well, go get your blood drawn. So then I sat down. The girl put the, like, rubber band, for lack of a better word, what's supposed to be like a tourniquet, I guess, around my arm. Boom. There the doctor tries to walk into the room that I'm supposed to be in. I was like, I knew that was going to happen. So if I had just gone the first time, that wouldn't have happened. So they drew my blood really quick, and then went back to the room. So then I, of course, waited for the doctor because she went into someone else's room, but whatever. So then I had my appointment. She finally came in. Excuse me. I had my appointment, and she said everything looked good. She did the heartbeat, and she said it was in the 140s, which she said was excellent. She measured the fundal height, and they never tell you. So today, or when I asked today, I was just like, what was that number? And she was just like, oh, it was like 27 weeks. She's like, it was that right? It was 27, and you're 27 weeks, so that's perfect. Baby's measuring perfect. The heartbeat sounds really great. Do you have any questions? And so everything was good. And but then she said, okay, we'll see you back in 2 weeks because you're pretty much at your second trimester now. I'm ending my second trimester. And so starting in the third trimester, they want you to come every 2 weeks until you hit 36 weeks. And then she wants me to come every single week after that until I deliver. So I was like, okay, yeah, sounds good. So then go out to the front desk, like where you check out and stuff, checked out and made more appointments. And she said, okay, so we'll have an appointment. The next one for you is in 4 weeks. And then the next one after that's in 3 weeks. And then we'll start every 2 weeks after that. And I'm like, so, okay, hold on. Because I was like, the doctor said I'm supposed to be going every 2 weeks now. And she was just like, well, yeah, your appointment's on the 19th, your next one. And so that's good. And I was like, today's the 19th. That's the 19th. I was like, that's 4 weeks. I was like, the doctor said she wanted to see me every 2 weeks. And she's like, no, that's fine. And I was like, are you sure? Because I can come in 2 weeks, and then it would be 2 weeks after that, and it would be fine. She was like, no, you don't need to do that. So hopefully that's not a big deal. Again, this is my second pregnancy, so I'm feeling fine, measuring fine, heart rate is fine, your baby's heart rate is fine, blood pressure's fine, so like I guess everything's fine. I guess. I don't know. So we'll see. I may call the office and just ask, and if there's a different person who answers, be like, yeah, is this okay? I might do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so I have an appointment. I don't have another appointment for another 4 weeks now when I will be 31 weeks pregnant. So maybe we'll do it at 29. Maybe we'll do it at 31. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah. And then, so then I left and it was all good. Everything's going well so far. Little man is still kicking me like crazy. And it's good stuff. Good times. All right. Thanks. I'll see you at the bump date tomorrow. Bye.